Hey, low riders. It's me, Lois. How are you today? Well, today I'm here to talk about Martell Holt. I've thought long and hard about how I was going to present Martell Holt to the community. I know I have to tread lightly because there are a lot of people that are willing to snap your neck, you know, and I'm just going to say what I have to say and let the chips fall where they may. Okay, so Martell Holt, we know as the ex-husband of Melody Shari Holt, who was a prominent figure on the reality show Love and Marriage Huntsville on the OWN network. Martell Holt had connections throughout the community, had friends and family alike who liked what he and his ex-wife Melody were trying to achieve and what their goals were and everything about their relationship. Somewhere along the line, Martell got comfortable. And I think part of him disrespecting his marriage and having an affair with Arionne Curry, I guess I'm going to say her name again, he didn't realize the consequences from his affair with Arionne. I believe the reasons he didn't realize the consequences from his affair is because as a child, he didn't get the proper guidance he needed. He didn't have that male figure in his life to explain to him what and how he should be when he does become one with a wife and have children and become one in covenant with God. I believe that his mother, Marlene, failed him in that area. Also, she failed in getting him in possibly some programs that could have helped guide him. So, in the interim, he ended up in trouble as a youngster. He met Melody while still being in trouble. But I do believe that Melody saw something in Martell that no one else can see at this juncture, because she made the decision to stick by that man and marry him and have children with him, build a business with him. So there was something there with Martell that was redeemable from the beginning. Although he had gotten into trouble as a youngster, he had some redeeming qualities, and that's what Melody Shari saw in him. Martell's affair and his lack of respect for his wife is what shattered his marriage. It caused immense pain and emotional distress to both he and Melody. Not only to he and Melody, it also caused pain and emotional distress to their friends. Well, their children first, of course. Excuse the traffic going by. To their children, to their friends, to their family, to the community, to his business prospects and potential business prospects, and of course his current business prospects. His children were probably impacted the most. Maliah, Malani, Mariah, and Martell Jr., and also Knox. They experienced a severe breakdown of their family unit. And Knox, in the interim, also is experiencing a breakdown because he don't know if he's coming or going. He don't know if daddy's here to stay or daddy's only part-time. He don't know. He's a baby. He don't know what's going on. He don't know which way is up at this juncture. But the older children, they are feeling the impact right now of what their daddy has done to their mommy. I'm a firm believer in holding a person accountable, and there should be consequences. And I do feel like Martell is experiencing the consequences as we speak. He should be held accountable for his behavior. He should be held accountable for the psychological and verbal abuse toward Melody Shari and his friends, because I believe Martell felt that nobody was hearing what he was saying because he wasn't taught how to express himself. So he just felt that, well, I'm the man, I should lead. And although we can see that Melody was the guiding force and the driving force and the one that was literally leading, Martell was okay with standing in her shadow as long as she didn't mess up the apple cart. Well, in Martell's mind, Melody messed up the apple cart because she wanted to be more successful than he was ready to be. He enjoyed all the benefits and the fruits of the labor, but he didn't want to go the extra mile to do anything extra. He didn't want to get his business license. He didn't want to venture out and do things with other people because it would probably be shown that he really didn't know or understand a lot of the things that Melody was taking the reins on. So, for lack of a better term, I want to say that although Martell is a grown man, his behavior was truly infantile. It was infantile and juvenile, because there's tantrums that's been thrown and little things that he's done that absolutely have nothing to do with the fact that he destroyed his marriage. He destroyed the unit that kept him safe. He wanted a woman that would protect him, which he had that in Melody. But he would not let go of the one thing that she asked him to let go, and that was his mistress, Arionne Curry. He was so torn between, I have this, but I can also have this. He did not see the forest for the trees. He could not predict the outcome that was going to become what is now Martell Holt today. He did not predict that he was going to lose all these opportunities. He did not predict that when he told Melody to sign on a dotted line, he wanted to dissolve all businesses they had together, that he would not be able to do business with some of the people they had worked with in the past. He didn't think of all of these things. These are the things that he didn't think about. And in the interim, as he's making these childish moves, he's continuously regressing into his childhood and feeling neglected and unloved and so forth and whatnot, because he didn't get that as a youngster. So he feels that because Melody decided to divorce him, which she should have, let's be real clear about that, she should have divorced him. He feels that he was once again abandoned as a child. Although he is a grown man, he feels like he was abandoned once again, and no one really cared about him, and he was being shipped off to grandma's house or wherever the hell it was he thinks in his mind that he's being shipped off to. I'm a firm believer that Martell Holt is an international fuck-up in regards to the fact that he totally disrespected his marriage. He totally disrespected Melody. He totally respected his children. He totally disrespected Arionne, his friends, the community. But he doesn't know how to properly say, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I would like to move on. I would like to be cohesive in co-parenting my children and taking one step at a time to rebuild your trust in me as a man and as a person. Martell first has to look within himself, and he has to be willing to express these things in therapy. Someone needs to have a conversation with him, and he needs to be quiet and just listen to what they're saying. And then once he listens to what they're saying, he has to apply some of the things that he's learning or taking from the therapy or whatever it is that he needs. He has to apply that behavior. Then he has to show changed behavior. Now, I'm an advocate for empathy, sympathy, and understanding toward all the parties involved, including Melody Martell, their children, Arionne Martell, and Martell's child, Knox. I'd like to encourage viewers to refrain from contributing to the bullying of Knox and to approach the situation with compassion. I know a lot of y'all are saying, well, fuck Martell Holt because he did ABC. He did all of those things. Every little thing you said he did, he fucking did. But as a people, do we ever want to just throw everybody away once they fuck up and then say, fuck it, I just don't want to deal with you no more? And we just do that with everybody in all walks of life, with everybody that we meet. Do we just really want to be those type of people? Because if that's what I'm hearing that you want to be, that's similar to what I feel like we're going through now in the world today. It's like, we had a president in office who said, we are the scum of the earth, so to speak. And he gave people license to disrespect us more than we ever have been in our entire lives. Not just black people. We're talking about gay people. We're talking about foreign people. We're talking about different religions of people. We're talking about people who actually commit crimes and get away with it. They praise them. But the people who protect themselves are dragged through the court and sentenced to life sentences when they've never had a crime before. Aren't we as a community about reform? Because it seems to me like nobody wants to see any type of reform in Martell. And me personally, I would like to see some reform because Martell has 5 children. And how he recovers from everything that he created can impact his children for the rest of their lives. And if we claim to love Melody, Shari, and those babies so much, then we need to fall back with all the name calling and dragging and everything else that's being done, the calling of potential business for him and preventing him from having, financial security. That is not our job or our responsibility. Our responsibility and our job as content creators is to create content, and that's it. But at this juncture, it seems that we're turning into bullies, and we're trying to prevent anyone that we don't like or anyone who does not agree with us or our opinion, financial devastation. And I think that's immature and lazy. Melody and Martell should be the only 2 people working this out amongst themselves with the courts and whoever else is involved, psychiatrists, psychologists, or whoever else needs to be involved. That should only be their affair, their business. We are only supposed to report the content. We got to stop browbeating this man to death, because by browbeating him, all he is doing is reacting to the vilifying and the bullying and the name calling and everything that we as content creators are doing to him online. He does not know how to respond to all this vitriol. He knows how to dish it out because that's the little child in him that doesn't know how to articulate what he's feeling or doesn't know how to articulate what he's saying. So he lashes out by lying and doing things that will upset the apple cart. Me as a human being, I would like to think that I'm better and I'm different. And I can cuss him out for everything wrong that he did in regards to having an affair with Arionne Curry and breaking up his marriage and abusing his children and all those things. I can stick to the fucking subject, the topic at hand. That is what he should be browbeaten about. But the vendetta and trying to prevent a man from regaining financial freedom is going to have an impact on his children. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm just not willing to do that. I'm a different animal. I just can't do that. So I just want to say that hopefully the people that understand where I'm coming from or can sit down and do an in-depth search of their mind, body, and soul and figure out a better way to address this situation without dragging Melody into it, number one, dragging the children into it, number two, Arionne and Knox, number three, and everybody else, number four. It should just be about what Martell did that was wrong. That's it. No more. No less. And stop making up stories about he's this and he's that if you don't know that's actual factual. Y'all are adding stuff on and just tacking things on that are not true. And it's very discouraging for a new content creator to see that the community I want to be involved and be a part of is biased, because you are. And I'm willing to still listen, but what I'm going to do is be taking bits and pieces from what I'm listening to. The negativity, I'm just throwing that out the window altogether, because I work on me every day. Every single day I work on me, and I am 64 years old. I work on Lois X Brundage Vance every single day. And I would hate to think that if I had an outburst and cuss the motherfucker out, because I've done it. And I've done it for a reason, because I know how to argue and stick to the motherfucking topic. But I would hate to think that based on the fact that I cussed you out for something that you did to me, that you're going to hold that against me for the remainder of my time here on this earth. I'm just not willing to do that. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Okay? We get it. In conclusion, we get the fact that Martell Holt fucked up his entire life, his entire financial security, his children's lives, his ex Melody's lives, and all the people that were involved in the community with him. He fucked all that up. We get that. I understand that. But I'm not going to sit here every single day and browbeat that man and continuously hit him over the head over and over and over and over again. Because all it does is make him react. And I don't think any one of you have thought about how what you're doing to Martell and his reactions and machinations could affect Melody Cherie and his children. And that's the most important part. If you guys love Melody Cherie the way that you say that you love her, and you'll ride with her, and you'll kick a brother's ass about Melody Holt, do that. But let's keep her name out of every time you browbeat and downgrade Martell. Let's keep Melody's name out of that. Beat the shit out of Martell for what he did, and that's it. You guys need to stay on topic, stick to the topic, and allow that man to heal, because he still has some healing to do. He's not over everything that happened. He's just beginning. He is not over it, because now he don't know if he want to stay with Arionne or not. He doesn't know which way is up. He don't know his right foot from his left foot. So we as a community, we should be reaching out to our fellow brothers and sisters and try to hold them accountable for their behavior, but it also show some empathy and sympathy for the things that they're going through. Not for what they've done, but for what they're going through. Because a lot of the things that he's going through is not of his own hand. Some of the things he's going through is because people are interfering and calling the people that choose to give him an opportunity to take one step forward. We throw him 20 steps back. Would you like that done to you? Because I'm my brother. I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. And I have chosen not to do that. I will cuss him out every which way from Sunday about everything he did psychologically to Melody Cherie and the children and his family, community, and friends. but I'm not going to continuously browbeat him in regards to what he's going through right now. We get it. That's what happens. Y'all want to call it karma, whatever y'all want to call it. But if he's receiving his karma, why do you have to keep over and over browbeating him and beating him down? What is it that you're looking from him? What exactly are you looking from Martell Holt? I want to know. That's it. That's my time. I thank you guys for listening. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I am right now at 800 subscribers. Thank you, everyone who subscribed to my channel. Yay, yay, yay. I'm going to keep pushing every day, and I hope you guys will ride with me. Thank you so much. Peace.